everybody, here we are for round one, and we have, of course, a bad starting hand, but at least it looks like one land, but we have a Mox Ruby, so we can actually cast a lot of things. So I'm going to keep it, and all we need to do is draw some lands later in the game for Sarkhan. We've got Scroll Rack to help us out a little bit, so I will keep this. It looked bad on first blush, but then I saw the Ruby. Island and Delver, okay. Well, there's our mountain. So we don't necessarily need the Mox down just yet. So I guess we'll just go with the Jackal Pup. If that Delver gets big, we can Magma Jet it next turn, no problem. Does it flip? It flips, and he revealed Fire and Ice. Okay, so that's tap or burn. So maybe he'll just burn my my Jackal Pup. Doesn't change our plan, though. We're still going to burn that Delver out of the air. So I will take the 3. I notice he's on the blue-red plan as well. Oh, he's got a Time Walk on turn 2. I guess that's pretty good when you've got a Delver sitting in the air. At least we can hopefully stabilize after this extra turn. And does he have a play? He doesn't. All right. So he's either holding up counter mana or he's holding up the fire mana to burn my pup. So we'll try to get in. Oh, he's going to Flooded Strand in response to attacks. Gets a Steam Vent, shocks it in. All in order to what? All in order to electrolyze it. Alright. Well, that's fine by me, because that means he doesn't have counter mana up, so I can Magma Jet that Delver right here. And get a nice little scry out of it. Yeah, do I want Dak on top? He hasn't played any artifacts just yet. Well, let's put Dak on top and let's put that mountain on the bottom. Next turn, I suppose we'll Augur. Augur or Dak. Suppose it depends. Ooh, alright, he misses a land drop and passes the turn. So it looks like he was potentially all in on that Delver. So he could still have counter mana up. It looks like he might actually be the counter burn deck that I had considered. So I think maybe we'll just go Augur here. See what we've got on top. We've got a mountain, and then hopefully... Ah, there we go. Incinerate or Lightning Strike, which are essentially the same. Incinerate has a slightly better clause of not being able to regenerate. So we'll take that and pass the turn. Hold up Incinerate in case he plays a creature, or Scroll Rack. I think we'll hold up the Incinerate and pass the turn. I'm somewhat nervous about playing one of these Planeswalkers into a counter spell. And he also knows I have that Incinerate, so he may just not play anything that could be zapped out of the air. Chrome Mox, eh? Well, I think I'll attack in with Augur here. Unless he's going to tap it down, maybe. Seems like a pretty big waste of ice, though. Maybe I'll scroll rack. What are the odds that he has counter? Well, let's just do the scroll rack and hold up the incinerate mana. So scroll rack resolves. Old Man of the Sea. Well, that's going to be incinerated. Zap, zap. Ooh, Goblin Guide. So I could Goblin Guide and DAC. I like that. Get in for 3. What's he got on top? Island. So he's got an island in his hand now. And I guess let's DAC. And let's +1 him. I will discard. Well, I guess maybe I want the island for Sarkhan. Chrome Mox can go. But maybe I just pitch the island, because there's always a chance of me drawing more mana. And all I need to do is get one of my 2 mana spells with Isochron. I still have Lightning Strikes in the bottom. But I still have Mizium Mortars. I still have Burst Lightning. Ooh, Storm Breath. Okay. Well, I guess now I kind of wish I had that extra land for Sarkhan. Well, Dak's going to bite it, but that's fine by me. And hey, there's the land that we need. So we'll swing in and then we'll blow up Storm Breath. He reveals Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Let's drop down Sarkhan. Blow up Storm Breath. Threatening 7 next turn. He played that island last turn. So he's got Fire and Ice, Wheel of Fortune. I would imagine he can't even risk doing Wheel of Fortune. It would be so much better for me. Ooh, okay. So he's going to steal probably my Goblin Guide, I would imagine. Oh well. No big deal. Sarkhan will bite it next turn, though. So that's kind of gross. This is as long as it's on the battlefield, so as soon as it dies, I get it back. That's alright. And he suspends Rift Bolt. Rift Bolt's 3 damage? 3 damage, alright. And that's next turn that's going to come down. So Sarkhan may just die anyways. Well, let's swing in with Sarkhan. See if he wants to take the 4. And then we can scroll rack away the Scepter and the island. get 2 more cards. He takes the 4. So we will scroll rack. And we'll exile both of those. Ooh, we get an arc trail and a disc. That's fun. Let's put the scepter on top and then the island so that when he attacks with the goblin, we'll get the island. Although he's not going to attack with the goblin because I think I might just arc trail the sower. Yeah, let's do it. Sower and him. Hold up. Was that the right order? It's 2 and then 1. Deal 2, 2. Yeah, so 2, 1. Red, blue. Sower dies. I get back the goblin guide. And I know 50% of his hand. So that's pretty good. Riftbolt's going to knock out Sarkhan, I imagine. And we're going to draw a land. I could then throw away that land, or exile that land and the disc in order to get a scepter and something. That something could be a burn spell that just ends the game. Well, if nothing else, this is definitely a more interactive and thinky deck than the mono green ramp, which was just play everything and then play something big. 5 mana, so this is not those. Treachery. When Treachery enters the battlefield on tap. Oh, that's just disgusting. Stupid Urza's block. Does it on tap, or does he... No, he just controls it. Alright. That's fine, I guess. And this hits creatures, artifacts, and enchantment, so I would lose Scroll Rack and my Mox. That's gross. So he's all about just stealing the opponent's creatures, which I guess is good when I only have 8 creatures. Second main, what's he got? Nothing. All right. So we draw an island. I will swing in for 1. Take him to 4. And do I scroll rack now, or do I scroll rack on his turn? I guess I scroll rack now just in case I get something I really want. Oh, he's got something. Repeal. Okay, sure. Well, I'll recast that, make scroll rack a little bit better. That's going to get Icecrown Scepter and an island to the bottom. So Spike Shot Elder was also there. So I guess maybe I wouldn't have minded getting Jace, but those are all going to go to the bottom. And then I guess we scroll rack. Or maybe we scroll rack on his turn. Yeah, let's wait and scroll rack on his turn. Scroll rack in response to the Goblin Guide trigger so we can put a land on top. Although he may just not attack since I have a 1/3. Alright, so I still know 50% of his hand. Maybe he'll attack with it and then try to fire my Augur or something. 5-drop, or, ooh, 6-drop, Frost Titan. That's pretty damn gross. So we're going to scroll rack now and see if we can hit Mana Leak, I think. That's pretty gross. I basically need to burn him out now to win. Let's put that away, that away. Ponder. Disc Island. So Ponder. Interesting. So on top is an island and a disc. So I don't want... Well, maybe I want the disc now just to get rid of Frost Titan. Yeah, I guess maybe I do. Gonna have to live a turn though. He's gonna tap down my mountain. That's okay. Doesn't attack. All right. So I guess I will ponder here. Oh, ponder is a sorcery. What the hell am I thinking? So he taps down my mountain. I draw an island. So I will ponder. Mana Leek, there you are. Bit too late though. So I guess we really need the disc. But he can keep the disc tapped down, so that's gross. So, what do I do? What do I do? And what am I doing? I'm putting these on top right now, so Talrand at the bottom. Because we're not really going to cast him plus a spell. I guess let's go Disc Mana Leak. And I don't want to shuffle my library, so we'll get the Mana Leak. So that was supposed to be the bug. Apparently, Ponder, sometimes when you click no, it thinks you said yes, but it didn't shuffle it there, so that's fine. So I guess I will just pass the turn, hold up Mana Leak and Scroll Rack. He's going to get in for 8 next turn. That's pretty gross. That's pretty gross. Well, we'll pass the turn. So we can Mana Leak and Scroll Rack. He's got a Wheel of Fortune and a Fire and Ice in hand. And something. It's a pretty big pain that Disc comes in on tapped. Coming in with both, so I will Scroll Rack here. Oh, no, not coming in with the guide. So he's going to tap down Augur, I would imagine. So that his 6 gets through. And we have to win next turn, or otherwise somehow kill Frost Titan. So I will take the 6. And then maybe I do just throw Mana Leak back on top too, just to get 3 more cards. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll get Talrand, Disc, and... Ooh, Burst Lightning. Oh, we're going to be 1 point of damage away. Alright, so land, Mana Leak. So we'll draw Mana Leak. And what's he going to do here? Ice, he's going to tap down my mountain. That's a pain. Yeah, I think we just have to allow that, unfortunately. And we kind of needed that mountain too, because we could have Talranded Burst Lightning and had 2 blockers up. Well, that's gross. That is gross. Is there anything we can do? He can tap that down when he attacks. We could throw everything away and see what we hit. Let's do it. Throw everything away. Alright. So that's unfortunately game. Well, we were close until that Frost Titan. But the Frost Titan beat us pretty heavily. So what do we do about the Frost Titan? Not much. We haven't seen any artifacts really. Yeah, not much. Pithing Needle is activated abilities, so that doesn't stop Frost Titan. Didn't see anything else that I really would want to hit with Pithing Needle. So I think we just need to be a bit faster than we were. Yeah, we have to jump back in and be faster. We were a turn away from that mana leak too, being in our hand when Frost Titan came down. So I'll have to be on the lookout for 6 mana on his side. So we'll play first, and this is not awesome. I can get that down and try to just win quick. I'll keep it, but it's super risky. And of course, if he steals that Efreet, then all kinds of bad news is going to happen. And if I flood out, I'm just toast as well. So here's to not drawing a land. Hey, Magma Jet. That's pretty good. And no turn 1 Delver on his side is good as well. So we can Magma Jet a creature if he plays one. Or we could just Magma Jet him. No, we have plays next turn, so I'll keep the Magma Jet back for now. Ooh, Gutter Snipe. This turn, though, Efreet. Ew, Dismember. That's gross. But hey, that's 4 damage to him, so that's a turn and a slight little bit. Imperial Recruiter, what's he going to go get? Power 2 or less. Sower of Temptation? I'm not 100% sure what he'll go and get. Maybe something we haven't seen yet? Maybe just Delver? Delver. Well, Delver is a great Magma Jet target. And a great Incinerate target. I think I'm pretty okay playing the Gutter Snipe here. It may get burnt out, but it's a risk we'll take. He's on 4 mana. Oh, he's Gutter Snipe. Dungeon Geists. Well, at least we can incinerate it. Incinerate Dungeon Geist, he'll take 2. We'll just take 1 here, that's okay. Ooh, Young Pyromaster. Well, let's start going off a little. Let's incinerate the Dungeon Geist. He'll take 2. We'll get an Elemental. And we'll pass the turn. As my hand is emptying, Dak is unfortunately getting less and less and less good. That, oh, come on. Miracle's Bonfire. So he can Bonfire for 2. And Delver. That's a pain in the ass. That is just gross. Gross. Well, that was a lucky draw. That's what he needed. Chrome Mox ain't gonna be much help. So we'll just pass the turn, Jet Delver if it flips. It doesn't flip, alright. That's good. Five mana, 1 away from that gross Frost Titan. Let's Magma Jet the Delver here. Really? Oh, he's repealing Delver. Alright. Still, pain in the ass. So we take 1, he replays Delver. And we're going to be out of answers pretty soon. Burst Lightning. Oh, maybe we just play Dak. +1 Dak. Throw away that mountain. I need the blue up for the mana leak, unfortunately. Let's throw away that Chrome Mox as well. We can Burst Lightning the Delver in response to the flip trigger. Now, I don't think we get a chance after he reveals to burst it, do we? No, we have to burst it here. So I guess we'll do that. But if he plays Frost Titan, we're just dead. And once again, a turn away from being able to mana leak the Frost Titan. That Bonfire was really, really lucky. There's the 6 mana. There's 6 mana being tapped. And once again, we're just screwed. Taps down the blue mana, of course. We'll take 1. Mana leak is no longer all that useful. Let's +1 Dak. Fire Blast ain't gonna do it. Spike Shot Elder ain't gonna do it. Let's throw away the Spike Shot. And throw away the mana leak. Because it ain't going to do us any damn good. And unfortunately, we don't even have the time to ultimate Dak. We could have ultimated and then hit his Frost Titan with something and stole it. But he just had all the answers at the right time, and we were always a turn behind. In for 7, we're going to go to 7. He's going to tap down my other island. And I don't think we have any answer whatsoever. Rift Bolt will just kill me. He could have just cast it. Well, it's +1 DAC. Goblin Guide and Talrand. So I guess we discard them and play 2 creatures. He can Rift Bolt 1, tap the other, and I'm dead. Rift Bolt, Jackal Pup, attack, dead. I'm dead a million ways over. That's unfortunate. That was a really unfun series of events. I forgot just how much I despise Miracle. Miracle is an awful mechanic. It's very unfun to play against. It creates a lot of feel-bad moments. Oh, he Rift Bolted Dak. Okay. I mean, I'm still just dead. He taps down Goblin Guide. I have to block something with Jackal Pup and still die. He only comes in with Frost Titan. Okay. So he's going to give me a turn. Seems strange. Probably just has Burn in his hand, I assume. Yeah, so we're just dead. That sucked. That was all kinds of bad. I'm going to kill his Imperial Recruiter. Or I can't kill his Imperial Recruiter, can I? I'll just hit him for 2. That sucked. That really sucked. Yeah, so I like our deck. I just don't like how that played out. That was a slightly better version of our deck. It was what I wanted to be, counter burn, whereas I'm more just straight burn, and I have a counter. So we're 0-1. There goes our perfect cube record, but we'll see what we can do in round 2. I will see you guys for that, though.